Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host Nathan P. Butler. This time, as mentioned in the last episode, we circle back to something we've seen quite a few times, but something that will be coming from a place we haven't seen before on this series. That is some VCDs. We're going to focus here on the Phantom Menace, which is kind of our test case for VCDs. In the past, we have seen the Malaysian Phantom Menace release. This is the one where it's just that piece of kind of cardstock, basically, rather than an actual case to keep the two jewel cases in. Mine actually recently fell, thanks to the baby, but love him to death, and got a little crinkled there, right where the two come together. We also saw the Hong Kong releases, one dubbed in Cantonese, which was specifically something we looked at because it is a little bit different because most of these are English with subtitles. And then the English with subtitles version, also from Hong Kong. Well, one place that I'd seen come up a few times on eBay for other VCDs that I really hadn't taken the time to check out was Turkey. And there's one guy, I'm assuming it's a guy, there's one person who tends to sell a lot of Star Wars stuff from Turkey on eBay. Username is The Glad Trading. And I wasn't quite sure because I'd never bought anything from Turkey before. I thought it was sort of a buyer beware. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a test case. I'm going to order this one VCD from this person. And if it turns out that it shows up and it shows up in good shape, then I'll get more possibly. And not only did it show up, granted it took a while, but given the distance, it makes sense. It showed up really, really well packaged and safe regardless of anything that could have happened to the outer container. So yeah, thumbs up. Good job, thank you, Glad Trading, and I ordered some more stuff from them. Some VCDs and DVDs out of Turkey to use as comparison images. But the first item that I ordered that did come in safe and sound is, once again, a copy of the Phantom Menace on VCD. But this one's a little different in that this is Turkish dubbed, which is handled a little bit differently. This is it here. A much more compact, right? We have Star Wars with the 1 behind it, and then the Turkish title underneath. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. We have our frequent image we see on home video releases for them, right? Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Padme, and Anakin. Down here, the little notice that says that it's dubbed in Turkish. Okay. VCD symbol, and then compact disc digital video symbol down there in the corner. Up here on the packaging says 2CD. Here along the edge, you can see through it, it says 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment in English with the logo there, but the logo is underneath the little 2CD symbol, so it's kind of tough to spot there. Then your spine, 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment logo, Star Wars, and then the title for Phantom Menace in Turkish, and then the Turkish dubbing notice there as well. Same thing on the other side here. The back, familiar image there, right? The pod race, and then Qui-Gon versus Maul on the side. We have sort of the every saga has a blah, blah, blah in Turkish, Turkish description. You have your cast crew information there, where all the cast crew names that were English names are on there, but where it says stuff like also starring and whatnot, that is in Turkish. And then we have our legalese down here in Turkish. The company is Tiglon, T-I-G-L-O-N. We have a 20th Century Fox logo over here as well, and it notes here that is 103 minutes, I guess, 133 dakika, 2-disc, yada, yada, yada. Now, inside, we have our insert here, Maul on the back, and inside, advertisements for other VCDs and DVDs through the company. You notice that Attack of the Clones is an example on both sides of this. Attack of the Clones on VCD is actually one of the ones that I have coming to me from the same person from Turkey. And yes, that does mean that this, by the way, was not released until, as you see in the copyright information on the back, 2002. So the movie comes out in 99. In 2000, it gets a VHS release over here and a VCD release in Hong Kong and in Malaysia, among other places. In 2001, you get the DVD release of the widescreen version. In 2002, in the US at least, and other markets, you get the full-screen DVD to accompany that. But in 2002, alongside that happening, on DVD also in Turkey, there is a VCD release as well in Turkey alongside it. Okay. Oh, and I didn't even mention it's got the little hologram there of authenticity that says, well, a bunch of stuff in Turkish and a product number. VCD YAO 988602, for those who care. The inside has one of those arms where you can basically just turn it. Okay. 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment on the back. Then aside from the disc number, the disc labels are identical, so we just need to look at one here. Okay. 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment, Star Wars 1 with the title, Tiglon, disc 1, product number, I guess it is down here, legalese going along the edges there. It's just that same image, just used as the label. It's also the same image used on those other VCD versions we've seen, but it's centered a little bit differently, and it's not shiny or anything. When you put it in and play it, you basically get like a little copyright warning, and it goes straight into the film. It cuts in the middle of the pod race between the two discs, and then at the end, in the end of the credits, it has the dubbing cast also in the credits on some still screens that show up, some non-scrolling screens. And what's interesting to me is that, just as far as just an odd way to see dubbing done, if you watch it, what you'll find is that the opening crawl and the A Long Time Ago in a Galaxy Far, Far Away thing, those are both in Turkish. But while the text is in Turkish, it's also read aloud in Turkish. There's a dubbed voiceover version of A Long Time Ago in a Galaxy Far, Far Away in the crawl. Not something I'd seen much when it comes to dubs. But then again, I don't watch a lot of dubs of Star Wars material in the first place. I just thought it was interesting that they went through all the trouble to change the text to the native language and then still felt the need to read it aloud. And because this is dubbed, there are no subtitles in it. It is all straight audio, no subtitles, all Turkish dubbed. Pretty interesting. I'm eager to see the other Turkish stuff that's going to come in, but given the time it took for this to get here, we're probably looking at probably into mid to late September before it gets here. But I am stoked to see more of this stuff. And of course, it gives us another case study on differences between regions with another VCD release of The Phantom Menace. In our next episode, we're also going to take a look at yet another VCD, but this time we're going to make a comparison for Revenge of the Sith. For now, thank you for watching, and may the Force be with the home video viewers, even if they're in Turkey.